In this episode of The Simpsons, the family decides to go on a camping trip with their newly purchased RV. However, things quickly go awry when Homer's overconfidence leads them down an uncertain path. The episode kicks off with Homer and Bart doing some yard work when Ned Flanders arrives in his shiny new RV, rubbing his latest acquisition in their faces. Determined to keep up with the Flanders, Homer drags the family to Bob's RV roundup in search of an RV of their own. There they meet Bob, the charismatic RV salesman who takes them on the tour of the ultimate behemoth, an impressive RV that has Homer and the kids in awe. Marge, however, is worried about the cost and keeps asking Bob for the price tag, but he brushes her off knowing it's out of their price range. Homer asks for the price, and Bob takes him into the office to run a credit check on his computer. Homer mistakenly thinks the siren that goes off means he's been approved, but Bob reveals that he's been rejected due to his poor credit rating. Desperate to not leave empty-handed, Homer pleads with Bob to show him something that's within his budget. Bob shows them the most rundown and beaten up RV on the lot, but Homer, under pressure to make a purchase, ends up buying it despite his family's objections. After purchasing the RV, the Simpson family loads up and sets out on a camping trip, with Homer eager to show off his brand new purchase to Flanders. However, things quickly take a turn for the worse when Homer decides to take a less traveled path instead of sticking to the interstate. Ignoring Marge's warnings to turn back or consult a map, Homer confidently drives through a forest, proclaiming his RV to be an all-terrain vehicle. But things take a dramatic turn when Homer suddenly stops the RV, which tips over the edge of a cliff and explodes at the bottom, leaving the Simpson family stranded in the middle of nowhere. Homer, claiming to be an experienced woodsman, builds a makeshift shelter for Marge, Lisa, and Maggie. He takes Bart along to find help, but when they mistake Maggie sucking on a pacifier for a rattlesnake, they run away, leaving Maggie behind. Meanwhile, Marge and Lisa build a better shelter and seem to be more competent at camping than Homer. Maggie encounters a bear who she befriends by sticking an extra pacifier in its mouth. The bear then takes Maggie to its cave, where she is accepted by 3 other bears. After Homer and Bart fall down the waterfall, Homer sees Bart's lucky cat float by and assumes Bart has drowned, but is relieved to see Bart alive, and they both realize they are now naked after falling over the waterfall. They search for food and fail to catch rabbits. Meanwhile, the bears steal items from another family's campsite and bring them back to Maggie. At night, Marge and Lisa make a fire and prepare for bed, while Homer and Bart shiver without a fire and Maggie sleeps warmly with her new bear family. After their eventful night, Homer and Bart wake up hungry and stumble upon a beehive. Homer decides to steal some honey, but the bees attack him, causing him to jump into a nearby muddy stream. A cameraman filming a nearby deer catches footage of the muddy, honey-covered Homer, and the news quickly spreads that Bigfoot has been spotted. A 5,000 reward is offered for Bigfoot's capture, and the area becomes overrun with Bigfoot hunters and merchandise. Meanwhile, Marge and Lisa have been rescued by a park ranger and are surprised to learn about the Bigfoot craze. They soon realize that the Bigfoot everyone is after is actually Homer, who is still covered in mud. As Homer and Bart wander through the woods, they stumble upon the bear cave where Maggie is staying. Just as the bears are about to attack, Maggie communicates with them and they calm down. Homer and Bart retrieve Maggie and continue their journey through the woods. Unfortunately, their luck runs out when they are mistaken for Bigfoot by hunters, and Homer is shot with a tranquilizer gun. He is then studied and tested, but ultimately released. Dr. Marvin Monroe announces that the evidence is inconclusive as to whether or not Homer is Bigfoot. Back at home, Homer is worried about being teased at work, but Marge comforts him. If you want to see 3 classic Homer Simpson episodes, then click this video right here.